Following a deep, comprehensive internal review and a formal deliberation, the Full Maroon Council has this time decided not to accept the offer on the militarization of the space during the recovery effort.
So Anju, come up with a misinformation argument there, yes sir? Because you can't beat no Jamaican to it. You lead out. You're number one when it comes to misinformation and lies. You're lying, brother.
Blessings, ABR family and viewers. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, Isabel Rose. And in this one, the presence of heavy Jamaica Defense Force down in Accompong to give support, according to Anju, in the whole rebuilding of Accompong. The Chief Currie, rejects him. They're not comfortable with heavy military, presence down there in Accompong. As well as HardBall talk up a crocus bag of things. I want to have to go over TikTok to support HardBall. Go over there and support him. Follow his TikTok page. As well as Anju finally spoke out about the heavy US military presence in Caribbean waters over there at the G20 summit in Johannesburg. Please stay tuned for the details at hand. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. So we see Anju and the entire team reached down Accompong after roughly 5 weeks post Hurricane Melissa. And me did show and tell you already say you have a whole heap of, international people who support the Maroons and basically send them aid without, any assistance from this current administration. And we see them touch down there, and as I stated before, it's alleged that them touch down the same day when them had touched down, they informed Chief Currie, even though they might have planned to touch down before, where them could have informed him before, And they went and they gave them a Starlink and they gave them a generator and water in a paint bucket, it seems. And then they offered, some military help to build up back down Accompong. Well, the chief went into some very rigorous, meeting amongst themselves, and him come back with a response for Anju. Basically, I tell him, say, look here, we're not comfortable with the heavy military support we're not going to come down there with it. And so, we amongst regular people can build back Accompong. Whatever aid you get for the Accompong people, them just hand it over. Basically. And so, I make on hear from our Chief Richard Currie.
Honorable Prime Minister, Dr. Anju, on behalf of the indigenous people of Accompong and the wider Maroon districts of Cockpit Country, I send sincere appreciation for your recent visit to our community and for the government of Jamaica's expression of support following the destruction caused by Hurricane Melissa. Your presence, accompanied by the several ministers of government, marked the first official visit of your administration to Accompong since my election in 2021, and it was warmly welcomed by our people. We remain grateful for the humanitarian gesture extended to the Accompong people and for your willingness to mobilize resources, particularly those of the JDF military, to assist with the recovery efforts. We also acknowledge your reference on international partners including Ethiopia, Ghana, and Rwanda, who have expressed readiness to assist in the island's rebuilding efforts. Honorable Prime Minister, following a deep, comprehensive internal review and a formal deliberation, the Full Maroon Council has this time decided not to accept the offer on the militarization of the space during the recovery effort. The Full Maroon Council instead has resolved to continue with the response, utilizing civilian resources from our joining communities and our partners, both locally and internationally, who have offered to the community their assistance in the recovery efforts.
A picture says 1,000 words, or maybe 1,000,000 if you ask me. Want to know if a meds pan that picture here and look at the difference there, so. Would you take an offer to have a whole heap of military presence in your space? Drop on the comments in the comment section. Tell me yes or no. I agree with Chief Currie. The Maroons, them are resilient people. Them can build back. You know, just give them the resources we want to get for them and make the people them do them thing. Fair enough.
All of the donors them will make it possible for the people them who are suffer on the ground. Salute them. All the artists them, all the TikTokers them, all the YouTubers them. Bless upon yourself, man. All the PNP members of parliament. Big up one Markie J, the general. Big up yourself. Me get to understand. Me here upon designer boss upon the internet is like allegedly a labor right under house arrest. Because I leak information. The country now have no money for pay the teachers and whosoever for get paid. So you know say job cut a come. The next time they come man, job cut. But you know, we tell us that the country broke from day one. Remember I said the government they look money to run the budget, you know. But all of a sudden, how would the government say them a do? A taxpayers money I do it. That come from the budget. Which budget? Which taxpayers' money? The country broke. When you can't pay even civil servant workers. So, how if you have money I spend? When you stop tell lie, are the donors' money them will come to the country for the people to take around government? I mean, they tell you now. No Cliff Hughes over there, so nationwide. Cliff Hughes, why you ever try to come to the defense of Anju when you know say, we the bloggers have all facts. Everything what we say about the Prime Minister when he say, we have it on record. It is on video. So, a blogger come out and we did that talk for, not even him, but come out and tell him say, yo, now if you have identification, to get aid from the government. And when them are giving a care package, 2 water, 1 box of sorry juice. a Christmas. No KFC now go run, a sorry juice I run. And the government say, forget humanitarian aid. You have to have identification so they can make a record, so they can track the people them who are get the aid, why them are get the aid, and if they deserve to get the aid. The Prime Minister said that you have to have identification. And the JDF them use it. You have to have identification to get something from the JDF. The only time you don't have to have identification when the PNP them on the ground. I give out aid, or when the artists them give out aid, or when the YouTubers them give out aid, no identification. But when it comes to Anju's administration, you have to have identification. You can't get no aid, no help, but then I give out no aid and no help right about now, because the care package cut down to 2 water and one box of sorrel juice, you know. How does it cut down to?
The member from Woodland Eastern asked a question regarding whether the human rights of persons will be respected when we transition to the mainstreaming of the relief effort. Yes, notice we use the term vouchers, both physical or electronic. And in our traditional standard way of giving social support, members, the persons who receive it, are required to have some form of identification. It is the requirement of our government that persons who are receiving benefits from the government have some form of identification. In this phase of the relief, that was not instituted. There was no request or requirement for persons to produce IDs. I am being clear. There was no directive from the government of Jamaica for anyone to produce any form of ID. I am not saying it didn't happen. I have heard things being said. We have not received any formal reports of that, but we were very clear to the agents, including the JDF, including the Ministry of Labour and Social Security. No. Madam Speaker, just to be clear, in doing this, we always have a provision where we enable persons to be properly documented. As is the case with, for example, the Solidarity Program. When persons are applying, if they don't have the requisite identification, we support them in getting the necessary identification and documentation. So yes, we want to support and we do protect the dignity of all Jamaicans, and the dignity of all Jamaicans include that they have some form of identification as required.
So you see all of them American nice things only see come down ready to go now. Only now get them. Me not tell you no. And the Prime Minister now have a problem, say people are take picture when they might get them ear. Mr. Prime Minister, who love photo ops like you, sir? Remember say everything you do, you know, you have to take picture, you know. So how you have a problem now? Kawa is not your image a show up. I know you, nobody take no picture, I give nothing to. You give nothing to nobody and you never take your picture. I know you, Mr. Prime Minister, so it hurt you. You is not in the spotlight or the limelight right about now. Are the YouTubers them, are the PMP them, are the artists them, are the TikTokers them. Wait for your picture them for sure say you get sitting. Because everything you take picture, you know. And here now, Mr. Prime Minister, people say they're tired of look care package. Because nothing in that care package, no bread in that care package, no bully beef, no sardine, no flour, no rice, no sugar. And just water and sorry juice. So the people then say they don't want no care package again. They want a roof over their head. Because here now, if you care package and your council with them care package can't turn, the people them are get help on the ground from the independent people them and the Jamaican people them we are come together and help the people them. You know, since nobody no wait for you, Anju Oates. Nobody no wait for you to help the people them now. And you never know say this would happen. And that a beat you. You never know say Jamaicans would rally and help the people them who need it, and it a bite you. You know, say you drag your foot over a month and you can't show where you do on the ground. But you are worried about the people them who are take picture. And nobody are worried about you who are take picture. Everything you do, you know, you take picture, you'll be a photo up your DVD, and all that, so you keep 27 press conference, you know, while the PMP them are going to keep 2. You love the camera, and when you're not in the camera, get the praises. You have a problem, and that beat you. You take the most picture, you tell the most lie, you give the most misinformation, and then when the people them get the right information, you say them get misinformation. And when the people them back up themselves with the facts and the truth and the evidence, everybody keeps silent. You keep silent, nationwide keep silent. And anything the Prime Minister say, I will remind the people them, we can find the video them. When I say the Prime Minister saying look near and far, nobody in the cabinet and under investigation, you know. And when you dig up the facts, see there are 16 of them now. So nobody now get misinformation, or the government get the most misinformation, or the younger government just give misinformation and tell lies so. And try to bully the people them. Now look at Anju Oates want war with the people them. Because when he under pressure Jamaica, and he now get no glory. Nobody now praise him. Because you know, then call him one bro God, you know, so he should not get the praise. And look here, in the way behind like a hog seed, in the round the back like a hog seed. Nobody now look at Anju Oates, nobody now care about Anju Oates. You know, say Anju Oates suffer the people them, where they eat them there, where they tent them there, where the sleeping bag them there, where the generator them there, where the non-perishable food them there, where the nice beautiful corn and soya bean and they sit there come from America for the people them. And take it, look how I get the people them. 2 bottles of water, 1 box of sorry juice. I want to call that care package. But the people them, none of them labor right, they deserve what them get, because labor right alone I get it, you know. Because the council of them, because you know, them put the aid in the labor right, them put the aid in the council of them hand, you know, so they know every supporter. So if it's a PMP, you're not get none. And right now, As how me see it, no PNP no want nothing for no labor right. And this is a political thing them a deal with. The labor right them love beg you fuck. Jesus Christ, my God. So Anju Oates, come off of the misinformation argument there, yes sir? Because you can't beat no Jamaican to it. You lead out. You're number one when it comes to misinformation and lies. You're lying, brother. But they tell them say after election you're going to show your dictatorship farm. I see that you promise the people them war, but you never know say the people them are going to make you know say oh they're ready for the war. You never didn't know that. So Mr. Prime Minister Anju Oates, you can't bully nobody in Jamaica again. That's what I did in 2020. 2021, 22. You know in 220 and 25. So Anju Oates, deal with, take the aid and give to the people them. Stop store up the aid. Give the pay them to the people them. Give the people them proper care package. And the people them need roof. Christmas a come. They don't want no care package. They tired of it now. Because they say they don't go shit out the care package. They want roof. Then we find for them want food. Not all know you know put on one roof for one citizen's house top, you know. All know, you know. But you decide say you suffer the people them because you want the people them land. And you see it after Melissa. I see them light piece of land, because them burn out that piece of land for development, you know. Yeah, man. But they tell you now, 2023, so I'm not see Anju Oates take land yet. Well, this year, I'm not going to see to next year.
Prime Minister, I just want to finish on one point. Of course, the U.S. President is not here, but we have seen increased tensions in your region between the U.S. and Venezuela, very close to Jamaica. How do you assess the situation at this point? What are some of the risks that you see here?
You know, we always maintain that the Caribbean is a zone of peace, and we want to ensure that it is a zone of peace. Any action that challenges that or changes that view would have or could have devastating impact on tourism, which is the major foreign exchange earner for most countries in the Caribbean. Having said that, however, there must be consideration for countries in the region for rising crime, rising transshipment and drugs. So there is need to tackle this business of drugs, transshipment and rising crime linked to these operations in the region. So whatever is being done should be done with consideration for the economy of the region, safety and respect for the sovereignty of the people. But Jamaica does support actions against drug cartels and other actors that create crime and violence in our country.
Have you spoken to any U.S. officials about that?
We're always constantly in dialogue.
No one would say silent mean consent. But then, with this kind of utterance, what says you? Some are saying that in basically standing with the US in doing whatever they're doing within the Caribbean waters. What says you? ABR family and viewers, go ahead, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Stay tuned for more videos, stay tuned for more updates. Big up on yourself. Happy Friday.